At night, the lines, all the shady features, and all are red.
Well, hello, my fellow creatives. Welcome back into the studio. I am astonished that it's already October. So these are our prompts for this month: green, maps, and numbers. But I had to share this with you because I was looking at this. These are all the prompts that we've gone through since the first of the year. And this is all that's left in my inspiration jar. If you want to see how I made this, I'll link it here on how I made these inspiration sticks. So we've come a long way. So after this month, only 2 more months of Year of the Book, and then we got to figure out a new art journal series for the month for the year that I want to do in 2025. These are our prompts. The only thing I decided I want to use this Titan green pail because I did use it over here, and when this is open you're gonna see this page, so maybe that'll help tie it in. I do have some of these left too. I could probably do these and tie it into this even more by using some of this deli paper. That's a possibility too. I don't think I have any more of this left though. Anyways, whatever. Oh yeah, I didn't glue this so that I could glue it after I arted. What a smart cookie I am sometimes. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out some maps and some numbers, and I'm going to pull out my bits basket and start with some collage, and we'll go from there. Sound like a plan? Sounds like a plan to me. It's an old vintage map I got when I was thrifting. Thought this would be fun to use. I can get it. Oh, the joys of maps, paper maps.
Don't cover me, babe. The shadows hanging over me. Breathe on me. Just breathe on me. And don't cover me, babe. Don't lay yourself on top of me. I don't want us to start again. Forget it and I'm not your friend. No, when everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street or passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you. I'm trying to forget about you. Don't cover me, babe.
I found that when I am doing collage on a large background, I have a tendency to pre-rip up my papers and set them in piles so that I can grab intuitively from whatever I feel is that area is looking for, and then get collaging down. So that's what I have done here. I don't have just one pile of papers I've pulled out. I've kind of separated them and pre-ripped some of them down to, and I did keep the map in larger in size than I would a smaller journal, of course, because I wanted that to really show through, and because that was one of the prompts, so I kind of wanted to help it to show through a little bit more.
behave if that's what it takes. Oh, run if you gotta run. I said come if you gotta come. Oh, dream. Oh, when everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street or passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you. I'm trying to forget about you. It's nothing I wouldn't trade. Can you feel my spirit go? Can you see my spirit go?
Caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight.
Now this brand is super old. This is from when I was in college to become a graphic designer. But Geotype, I don't know that they even make this anymore. But they came in all the different type styles, and they were rub-ons. So we'll see if they work, because we need numbers. We have some numbers in here. Some here, some in here that are too small to read, some right there. But we're gonna add numbers, and we'll see how these go. Wow, I'm surprised.
All behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the fold, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may.
This 8 wanted to come off over here, but is refusing to come off on this side. What's up with that? That was a workout.
I'm gonna go ahead and put some fluid matte medium over these numbers because I just don't trust that they're gonna stay down, and I don't really want them lifting off.
All right, I'm coming in with some Finnabair paper texture paste, and this is I love the texture. It's very subtle. I love how it absorbs color. So I am adding it. I'm not really thinking about where I'm putting it, but I'm adding it like I would any other type of texture that I'm adding to my page. I would kind of follow areas that already have some accentuated texture and follow that up, make transitions.
Be a bliss, being alone, being free in every way. Didn't know what I like the feel of it, putting out what you had lit. But let me tell you, these things don't hurt a bit, 'cause you see, I was all wrapped up in everything. But now that I'm out, I got wind under my wings. So tell me that you need me, I wouldn't bother. If you're with another man, I don't even care. Tell me that you saw me, my cold shoulder. It's yours since we're over. See, you got what you asked. I got wind, I got wind under my wings. I got wind, I got wind under my wings. Now what was it you used to say? How you needed a solid way to be yourself. Now you're free.
So I'm coming in with that lovely Titan Green Pale, just using the excess paint from the lid with my fingers, and I am just being intuitive with where my placement is. I am being cognizant of all the other green that's already on there. I don't want to fight with it too much, so I just want to accentuate, maybe carry out some of that green a little bit further, and really just getting the color down and just following what feels right.
It's yours since we're over. See, you got what you asked. I got wind, I got wind under my wings. I got wind, I got wind under my wings. I got wind, I got wind, I got wind under my wings. I got wind, I got wind under my wings. So tell me that.
So I am going to be coming in with a not usual to me color. This is Distress Oxide Abandoned Coral, and it is a very bright pinkish orange, I want to say, and is how I would describe it, an orangey pink, I guess I should say. Anyways, I really like how the paper texture paste absorbs the Distress Oxides. So I knew I wanted, if I was going to end up using that, then I knew I was going to want to use the Distress Oxides because I really like that combination and how it absorbs the color. And you're going to see that coming up here. So I'm kind of working a little bit in tandem with my water spritz bottle and spritzing directly onto the page with the Distress Oxide. And then moving stuff around with my finger here and there, pulling stuff back a bit.
Features and all our empty worlds behind the scene, they're picking up the pieces of all broken hearts. But I believe in coloring the world, gotta
All right. So I decided not to use the same deli papers that I used on last month's layout of the wonky leaves, but I did decide to still use the stencil. So this is a Stencil Girl stencil by Nicole Watson called Wonky Leaves. I love it. I love it. There's so many possibilities, and it comes with the mask, so it's awesome. Anyways, of course, I'll have everything that I use listed down below. So I'm just going to come in, and I'm going to use that R2, it's a Dollar Tree pen, ink pen, that if you get to it quickly and don't let it dry, it will bleed out beautifully. And I'm just using that to trace the wonky leaf onto the page, and then I'm gonna come in and bleed that out using a water brush, and then come in with additionally with black Stabilo all in black, and then bleed that out as well. It's neat how once that hits the paper texture paste, how the gray absorbs in. It gets really matte. So even like, I don't know if you can even tell on the areas that I've added color where it absorbed into that paper texture paste, it immediately goes super matte and it pulls it in deep. And I just really like that. That's why I like to use it sometimes. Depends on what I'm doing, if I want more of a subtle texture.
And get my heart in trouble. Don't cover me, babe. Your shadow's hanging over me. Breathe on me, just breathe on me. And don't cover me, babe. Don't lay yourself on top of me. I don't want us to start again. I'll get it in, I'm not your friend. No, when everything's been said and everything's been done, I'll be down the street, all passed out on rum. 'Cause I'm trying to forget you, I'm trying to forget about you. Don't cover me, babe. Your shadow's hanging over me. Breathe on me, just breathe on me.
And then I'm going to come in again with that R2 pen and just do some sketchy lines around it. Sometimes I'm going to come in and bleed it a little bit. Other times I'm just going to leave it. And I'm going to do that twice more using the other part of the stencil.
Scream if you gotta scream, misbehave
caught behind Venetian blinds, out of reach for the city lights. This ain't where I belong. Hey, look at me, man, what I've become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone was sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go and burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old lives. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kill, gonna leave it all behind. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the fold, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may.
So you're probably wondering, she hasn't added any gesso. She hasn't dry brushed. And I am going to do a little bit, excuse me, of dry brushing, but not the way I normally do. I am going to do some highlighting on some textural areas, but I'm going to use some gesso. I'm going to put it out on a side paper here and add just a little bit of water to it. And then I'm going to take a round brush and use it from the side. So this is going to give me larger coverage because I'm going to reduce out the back. So I'm going to take the background and really reduce it down with a light layer of gesso. And that is going to enable the floral areas and all the texture and all the collage that's inside each of those really come to the forefront and pop. And at the same time, I'm going to do some highlighting of some high texture areas with that brush. And so on the side, I get really nice scratchy type gesso marks, and it's really loose. It makes me stay really loose, and I like the effect.
Now I haven't been sure with this. It's supposed to be a bliss, being alone, being free in every way. Didn't know what I like the feel of it, putting out what you had lit. But let me tell you, these things don't hurt a bit. 'Cause you see, I was all wrapped up in everything, about what was it you used to say? How you needed a solid way to be yourself. Now you're free in every way, and you see, I was all wrapped up in everything, but now that I'm out, I got wind under my wings. So tell me that you need.
All right, I realize this is a long one, so if you've held out so far, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So I am looking for a focal. So this is my future focals bin, and it needs to be organized at some point in time. It's a mess. So I am pulling out some pieces I did in a recent Technique Tuesday, and I'll link it up in the upper right hand. But it is where I alter some chipboard pieces. At the same time that I did those chipboard pieces, I used each of those same techniques on some manila folder pieces. And so it's one of those pieces that I'm going to end up using as my focal area. And yeah, add a little bit of thread, which I love. Some nice words, some funny words. And I'm gonna call it good. I really wanted to be minimal on my focal because we have so much going on between those florals that really take center stage and the numbers. So yeah, I really liked this one, and it was really hard to edit this video because I really felt like it was like a lot of the time I will edit out a lot of the collage work because these are larger layouts, so the collage takes more time. But I really struggled to do that because there were so many key things happening there. I really wanted you to see that process of where I pull from the piles. So it is a little bit longer than normal, but yeah, I think it was worth it in the end because I really like how this turned out. At least I did. Let me know what you think down below in the comments.
Night aligns all the shady features and all our empty worlds. Behind the scene, they're picking up the pieces of all broken hearts. But I believe in coloring the world, gotta holler to be heard in time. We can fight back, ready to go right back to the sky, to the moon, making my skyline brand new. You, you get my heart in trouble. Make a beat, sing a tune, giving my life this whole groove. You, get my heart in trouble. We all behold how our fates are growing, and when we come to life, and I believe in coloring the world, gotta holler to be heard in time. We can fight back, ready to go right back to the sky, to the moon, making my skyline brand new. You get my heart in trouble. Make a beat, sing a tune, giving my life this whole groove. You,
All right. Well, that ends this month's layout. So we need to pick our prompts for next month, which I think is going to be this because I have been working in order. I like how this doesn't match this, but with this open, it looks like it does, and kind of similar this way as well. So yeah. All right, so we're on to this. layout for next month. And we need to pick our sticks. Transfer. So that means image transfer. Sand paste. And metallic. Weesh. Weesh. We got it. We can do this. What did we have back here? Or was it bling? This was bling or something like that. Anyways. All right. We got this. See you here next month for Year of the Book, where we will do an image transfer, sand paste, and metallic. Something metallic on this layout. I think I'm going to do this as a 2-page layout with an insert because that makes the most sense. Ooh, we're getting close. There'll be a lot of there'll be pages left in this. We won't finish it all the way through. But I might skip this as a layout. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll come to that. That's later. That's later. All right. See you next time.
Don't cover me, babe. Your shadow's hanging over me. Breathe